Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Aries for this upcoming week in May. It is a general love reading, so it can pertain to anything, relationships, situations, and or circumstances surrounding family, home, work, school, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply, Aries, okay? Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You may be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You could feel like I'm reading for you. You can potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Parts of the reading may resonate, other parts may not. Take what does, leave what doesn't. My intention is to reach those that will benefit in some way, shape, or form from the message. So hopefully you'll get something out of it, and hopefully it will benefit you. Okay, Aries, if you are brand new or unfamiliar with my channel, this is Carmilla. She's joining us today for your reading. She's got some fans out there too. I always appreciate comments. It doesn't matter what they even look like, unless they're from spammers. I always delete those. But I love the comments, regardless of the content of the comments, but a lot of times she gets the comments and it has nothing to do with the reading. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you're watching my videos because you like Carmilla, more power to you. I hope that you enjoy her antics because she can be a pain in my ass, as you know, if you are familiar with my channel. By the way, for those of you returning for more videos, I appreciate your support. So thank you so much for coming back. All right, here we go, Aries. We're going to start off with Temperance. And the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Strength in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. The Empress. Four of Swords in reverse. And then the Tower. Okay, so we have two separate energies on the table, King of Cups in reverse and an Empress. King of Cups is somebody who can be very emotionally detached or possibly emotionally unavailable. Somebody could potentially be manipulative when it comes to emotions. Somebody who's not willing to express feelings. Someone who might be feeling apathetic or unaffected or unwilling, again, to invest any level of emotion, whether it's within a connection or because of a situation or circumstance. Could be somebody who's, again, trying to decrease a certain level of emotional impact that maybe someone or something is having upon them. And then we have an Empress energy. The Empress is somebody who's very wise, compassionate, loyal, experienced. This can be a mother, an actual mother, or someone who's just a mothering type. The Empress can be a more mature energy. Again, somebody who's got a lot of experience and wisdom under her belt. Someone who's been around the block a few times, knows what's up. So I do feel like these are two separate people that I'm looking at here. I feel like you decide who you are in this reading. Aries, I am going to determine that after I get some more cards out here. So there could potentially be a lost job or an unsatisfactory situation within a job or employment situation. 8 of Pentacles in reverse can indicate disruption within the financial realm or feeling insecure financially. Maybe losing something tangible. An investment that went wrong. It's paired with Temperance, which I find interesting. So this might be a situation where you're trying to resolve that type of issue or make things better, heal things after some kind of downfall in the financial realm. It may have affected your level of confidence. You might be feeling a little worried or nervous or scared. Maybe you think it might affect a relationship, a romantic or intimate connection, or just a connection that you are that you feel strongly about. Let's get some more information. It feels like this could go a number of different ways, Aries. So let's see what else we get for you. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Ten of Swords. The Emperor in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Page of Swords, clarifying this King of Cups. Six of Cups, clarifying this Empress. There's the King of Cups in reverse again, clarifying the Four of Swords. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse, clarifying the Tower. So I feel like the Emperor in reverse is the same energy as this King of Cups in reverse, who's now out on the table twice. And I feel like he's got some kind of communication that he wants to have with this Empress energy, or he wants to initiate some kind of conversation, but he's feeling insecure or uncertain about it. Maybe he's unsure about the outcome, and I think he's worried about maybe what her response would be. This Empress energy, and I feel like I'm reading for the King of Cups. So Aries, I feel like you're the King of Cups. If you are a feminine energy, you can embody the King of Cups. Just be aware of that. But you could also be this Empress. If this reading is resonating for you, you could be either one of these energies, but so far there's just the two. And I feel like the King of Cups wants to communicate or initiate some kind of conversation about some kind of downfall. It could have been a financial issue, a job loss, something like that, and a poor investment, something of that nature. And I think he feels like it might affect this relationship, or the revelation of this news might damage this connection, or there's some kind of potential negative outcome with regard to communicating this to this Empress energy, who feels Six of Cups is somebody who's very significant in your life, somebody who you're very close to. This can be somebody you have a soul contract with, a soul mate. Does not have to be an intimate or romantic partner, but it can be. The Six of Cups energy is someone who's meant to be in your life. This does not have to be a long relationship or a lifelong connection. It can be someone who's in your life for a short period of time, but they have a significant impact on your life in some way, shape, or form. Again, you could have a soul contract with this individual. So in other words, in the 5D, when you weren't in your 3D body, you made a deal with this person. Look, I'm going to go and I'm going to be this person, and I want you to be in my life in this manner, and we're going to experience this and this, and because of our experiences, we're going to grow in this way, and gain something spiritually out of our experiences together. So I feel like this king has got something significant on his mind. I think he's afraid of the outcome. The outcome that will occur after he reveals some kind of information regarding some kind of financial downfall, some kind of insecurity surrounding maybe job loss, dissatisfaction within a job, loss of something tangible, something happened within the area of money or finances or stability. And I think that this King of Cups would like to communicate, maybe try to make things right, maybe to try to start to heal this situation, make things better. Maybe he's going to be asking for some help from this Empress energy. Because I do feel he's scared. He could be fearful, or again, with the Emperor coming out in reverse, feeling like he doesn't really have any control over the outcome, how this Empress may respond. Once this information is revealed. I don't think that this Empress energy knows what this King of Cups is getting ready to communicate, or if this has already happened, it's possible that she hasn't yet responded verbally or one way or the other how she feels about things. And so I feel right now that this king might be trying to protect his emotions, especially with him coming out in reverse twice. He might be trying to protect his heart. Maybe he thinks whatever this event is that he's revealing or exposing will affect this relationship, and he feels like it's going to be emotionally damaging to him in some way, shape, or form. So let's get this third set out here, Aries, and see what else we can get for you. We have Strength in reverse again. Four of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Emperor, this time in the upright position. Nine of Swords in reverse, clarifying this King of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse, clarifying this Empress. Judgment. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I think the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups is both this feminine energy, this Empress, and I think that this Emperor, King of Cups, is scared of the reaction he's going to get from this Empress when this information is revealed, or maybe what she's going to say, or if she's going to say anything at all. To me, the Queen of Swords in reverse can indicate somebody who is highly intelligent, but they could be very blunt or brutal with their words. Someone who either is not available to communicate, is unwilling to, or is difficult to communicate, or could be very harsh in nature. Again, somebody who could be very cutting or sarcastic or rude or bitchy, for example. But I feel like that's what this Emperor King is worried about, is that when this information is revealed or uncovered, these two cards have been coming out like crazy lately. The Moon in reverse, High Priestess, to me, this is about revealing secrets, exposing things, bringing things out in the open. Maybe things that you suspected intuitively, but now you have 3D confirmation, or someone's come out and spoken the words, so now you know. That kind of thing. It feels like that, again, this king is getting ready to talk. He's getting ready to come out with something. And he's trying to maintain a level head about it, because I think that it's going to emotionally impact him depending upon how this Queen Empress energy reacts to the news. And I think he is fearful that she might lose some respect, love, loyalty, compassion, something of that nature when she becomes aware of this information. And again, I feel like it has something to do with financial instability or a loss of some kind. Something may be broken or unstable because of, again, a lost job, lost income, lost financial security. Something may have come to an end, and it's caused some instability. And it's possible that it's going to cause more than just instability in the area of finances, but it could also cause the instability of this relationship, this connection. This feels like it probably is an intimate romantic connection, a significant other, this King and Queen, Empress, Emperor energy. It's really interesting because this has been happening for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, is that the readings that I'm doing in the same day, I just did a Pisces reading, and the Emperor and Empress energy were in that reading as well. And this one could be tied to that one as well. They're starting to feel like extensions or a part two, or what's the word I'm trying to think of? Counterpart readings. In other words, like Pisces was the reading for the counterpart, and then this is the reading for the other person. That kind of thing. This is feeling similar to the Pisces reading, which I was debating on even posting, because frankly, it was a real downer, and I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with the readings that have been coming out, because they've just been difficult readings to do. There's some challenging energy that we're all dealing with. I don't know, it's, I can sit here and do the reading over and over and over again, restart it, and I get the same thing. So our spirit guides are trying to tell us something you need to pay attention to. You can't run away from this kind of energy. It's something you've got to deal with. And so that's why it's coming out in the readings, and whatever it is that you're dealing with. And again, I feel like I'm reading for the King of Cups. I think that you're right in coming forward and communicating. That is oh so important. Communication. What is it about communication that people can't talk and just be honest? If you're afraid to talk, if you're afraid to be honest about something, if you're afraid to communicate, then you do probably have something to hide. Maybe something that you're ashamed of, or maybe something you're not willing to admit. It's always better to talk about it, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. I have no problem with speaking the truth. And, it's not always comfortable, but it's usually necessary. And if you avoid it, it's going to come back and kick you in the ass, and you're going to have to deal with it anyway. So why not just don't procrastinate? What's the point of procrastinating when it comes to being honest or speaking your truth? I'm going off on a tangent. Let's get this next set out, Aries, and see what else we have. So there's the Knight of Swords again. This time he's in the upright position. 4 of Pentacles again in reverse again. 7 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Page of Swords in reverse. Knight of Wands in the upright, clarifying this King of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups for the 3rd time in reverse, clarifying this High Priestess. So honestly, what I'm getting from this set of cards, I think that this Queen, I think this King is, I think the Emperor, King of Cups, is afraid of coming out with this information because he thinks that the Queen is going to wonder why he didn't come out with it sooner. I was just talking about that. But it's like, you've had this information all along. Why didn't you talk to me about it sooner? Why did you wait this long? That's what I'm getting from this 7 of Swords in reverse. Why did you wait this long to come out with this, to bring it out in the open, to try to make things right? Because if you take action sooner rather than later, just like I was talking about, it's so funny that maybe it's because of that frame of thought that I'm reading into these cards, but I feel that strongly. That this Queen's reaction, the King might be afraid of this Queen's reaction because he thinks that she's going to lose a certain level of respect or confidence or loyalty within this relationship, with this connection, because he just didn't speak up sooner. Because I feel like whatever issue this is, whatever challenges you're dealing with regard to whether it's finances, lost job, poor investment, whatever that looks like to you, that's created this instability, I feel like it's something that's happened over time. It is probably something that you could have acted upon earlier, and maybe you had hope that things would become better, or things would improve, and maybe you were hanging on to this information because you didn't feel like it was necessary to talk about it, when in reality probably the truth is it was just very uncomfortable to talk about it and not something that you wanted to deal with. And if you're this Empress, Queen of Cups, your significant other, the person you're dealing with, is probably going to come out with some information that's not going to be very pleasant. I think he's wanted to talk about it for a while, but maybe lacked the courage or the strength to do so up until now, up until the point when maybe it's too late. And maybe when you receive this information, I'm just throwing this out there. This is obviously your decision to make, Aries. And if you are this feminine energy, if you receive this information and consider your reaction, how you're talking to this person when this person comes out to you and tells you what's going on, it might change the outcome altogether. If instead of getting pissed, getting mad, throwing out accusations or insults, instead of doing that, maybe you try to understand where this person's coming from. Because I don't think this person means ill will, this King of Cups. I think he's just been worried about how you're going to react. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get this last round out, Aries, and see if we can get anything else. So there's the moon again in reverse. Secret's about to come out. Things are about to be out in the open. 3 of Cups. This might pertain to more than just you and this other person. It could be family involved, friends. It could be a business where other people are affected. 3 of Cups to me indicates possibly a group dynamic, a situation where there's external parties either involved or affected by what's going on in the reading. Does that make sense, Aries? 9 of Wands. There's the Empress again, this time in reverse. Nine of Swords. Judgment in reverse. Came out in the upright earlier, and then we have 6 of Pentacles and the Fool in reverse. Okay, so it's possible with the Fool in reverse here that this information hasn't come to light yet. And I feel hesitation or reluctance coming from this king to expose this information. And again, I feel like I'm reading for this king, so I feel like you might be really concerned about the outcome, what will happen, or the response you're going to receive once this information is exposed. I think you're scared, I think you're worried, and I think you're in your head. I think you're in your head big time. And I think part of the reason why, Aries, you're in your head so badly is because you know that this Empress Queen that you're dealing with is not someone who just sits around and waits for shit to happen. I think that you know, I mean, look at this. I mean, 9 of Swords. I think you're trying to keep yourself from feeling emotionally affected by the potential outcome or response from this Queen, and I do feel like she's represented by the Queen of Wands also. This Queen Empress energy is someone who would take action if action is needed. Somebody who doesn't just sit there and wait for things to fall into her lap. Somebody who does not wait for the shit to hit the fan. If she knows the shit is going to hit the fan, she is proactive and takes charge. If she had known about the situation prior to now, she may have initiated some kind of action, some kind of move to make things right, or to soften the blow, or to fix the situation. And I think you know this about this person. The problem is you decided not to communicate until now, if you decided to communicate or tell this person at all. And at this point in time, because of that, because of your reluctance to communicate and be honest and forthright, you're afraid you might lose this connection or lose the respect, love, loyalty, or compassion from this person. And you've got an Empress in your life right now. This is not the type of relationship you want to fuck up. Right, Aries? Is just not. And you're coming out as the Emperor energy as well. So, I mean, this person doesn't want to lose you. You're significant in their life. But right now, this news that you're coming out with, the fact that you're just now choosing to come out with this information, this sunlight is absolutely driving me nuts. It's definitely it's definitely affecting your desire to talk about this, but it's also affecting your perception of yourself and how this person is going to perceive you when this information comes out. Okay, so I mean, you might be even anticipating that this individual, this Empress, Queen of Cups energy, when she finds out, once she receives the information, is going to say, you know what, I'm out of here, I'm done. I'm going to go do what I need to do for myself. Obviously can't trust you to keep me updated with information that's significant and pertinent to the relationship and the stability, not just of the relationship itself, but potentially, you know, financial stability, the ability to keep things going within the home, family, that kind of thing. I feel like you are anticipating this person's rejection of you because of the information that you've been hanging on to. That I think that if you had a choice, you might avoid revealing altogether. But there comes a point in time, Aries, when this kind of situation that you're dealing with, it's going to come out in the open one way or another. It's not something you can hide from forever. And I think that time has come, and I think you're realizing it, that you have to come out with the information. There's no way around it. And now that you've let this much time pass in between maybe the first opportunity that you had to expose this information, maybe even work on rectifying the situation, making it better, maybe even employing the assistance of your loyal partner here, this Empress, Queen of Cups energy. She may have been able to help you out and make things right, but you know, you may have wanted to do it on your own and make sure things were okay and avoid exposing this information altogether. And now it's just gotten to the point where you can't avoid it anymore. So I feel for you. I mean, I feel for you. I think this is a very challenging situation. I don't know the details, but I can feel how worrisome this might be for you. And, you know, if you're going to ask me for advice, I usually have one thing that I say, and I guess it's kind of a blanket piece of piece of advice that I tend to give because I feel like it makes the most sense in just about any circumstance you might be in, and that's communicate, and communicate all the time and fully and honestly and frequently as you can, so that you can keep things balanced within the relationship and not get to this point where you're feeling like you're facing an insurmountable issue that might tear down the relationship itself. Is this the card I'm taking? This is the card. So I have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, came out in reverse. It was the fourth card in your reading. Came out early on. So the Ace of Cups in your traditional Rider-Waite is about a lost love, missed connection, missed opportunity in love, unrequited love. It can indicate emotional problems, emotional trouble. It can indicate a need for self-love, a need for healing within an emotional connection, that kind of thing. I will be reading this out of the book. These do have extensive meanings, and there might be more in the book than what I can give you based on my understanding of this card. I think it's relatively similar to the traditional Rider-Waite meaning, but I'll still read it for you. Okay. And it was in the reverse, so it's a potential blockage, and it's a relatively short passage, and I'm going to display it for you in the upright because it's a great image. It's fun to look at, even if the message is not very fun. Okay, here we go, Aries. The Ace of Water reversed can symbolize a moment or situation that has us feeling overwhelmed, denying or fighting our true feelings. We may love, but we are afraid to admit that we love. We may yearn for connection, but deny our need and do what we can to prevent bonds with others from forming. Fear of being hurt and disappointed, of discovering that the one we love is not who we thought them to be. Simply having unrealistic expectations can end many new relationships before they even begin. The Ace of Water signifies a need to let down the barriers you may have built around your heart and allow a loving experience or opportunity to unfold, free of fear's influence. It asks that you allow a relationship to begin and be explored, whether that relationship be with a person or an interest, before you determine whether it's right or wrong for you. So again, trouble in paradise type of sense. I've sensed this since the beginning. And this King of Cups, which I do feel is the person I'm reading for, is not wanting to have to deal with the potential loss of this relationship because of the significance of whatever has transpired within this connection. And I wish the best for you, Aries. I hope that you can resolve this issue. I think that if you approach this as honestly as you can and be willing to speak openly about what happened and your feelings about it, you might want to get out of this energy before you approach this Empress Queen of Cups, because I think that this is an issue that is going to require both of you to see past the issue itself and try to remember what the relationship, the connection between the two of you means for the both of you. Because if you're going to be able to move past this and recover from whatever this is to you, whatever this is, then it's going to require you to include a certain level of emotional investment with the person that's also dealing with this right now. Okay, Aries, that's what I've gotten out of this reading and these cards. I hope that this helps you in some way, shape, or form. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I wish you all the best. I hope that you can work through this. And you know what? You can. You've gotta approach it from the right perspective and ask for some guidance. Contact your spirit guides. They're always with you. They'll help you. God will help you. So ask for some help. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave this here. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.